My entire life, I believed I was just an average girl growing up in a quiet suburb with two loving parents and an older brother who annoyed me more often than not. We had family dinners, awkward vacations, and birthday parties with way too much frosting on the cake. Everything seemed normal. Too normal, maybe? But I didn't question it not until the night I stumbled on an old locked box in our attic while helping Mum clean out for a renovation. She said it was just old papers, nothing important. But something about the way she grabbed it from my hands too quickly, her eyes wide and her voice slightly trembling, stuck with me. So that night, when everyone was asleep, I went back up there, picked the lock with the hairpin, and opened the box. What I found didn't make sense at first. A different birth certificate with a different last name, medical records with someone else listed as the mother, and dozens of letters, some opened, some not signed by a woman named Cecilia. My heart pounded so hard I could barely read. But the more I uncovered, the clearer it became. I wasn't my parents' biological child. I was adopted, and they never told me. But it wasn't a regular adoption. According to the papers and letters, I had been part of a custody battle between two sisters, my mom and Cecilia, who had both wanted to raise me after my birth. Parents died in a car crash when I was 2. Legally, Cecilia won custody. But sometime after that, she was suddenly institutionalized, and I was placed with my current parents under suspicious circumstances. There were old court documents, tucked between the letters, sealed custody rulings, letters from child welfare, and even a psychologist's note saying Cecilia had been mentally unstable. But the strange part, the documents were inconsistently dated, and several looked like they'd been forged or altered. My parents had never mentioned any of this. They always said I was born at the local hospital, same as my brother. They even had baby pictures of me. But now I wondered, were those photos even mine? Was my childhood nothing more than a carefully constructed lie? I couldn't sleep. My mind kept going back to one phrase in the psychologist's letter. Cecilia continues to insist that her sister stole her child. That child was me. At school, everything started to blur. I'd stare out the window wondering who I really was. Every time I looked at my mother, I saw someone who raised me with love, but may have betrayed her own sister to do so. It became an obsession. I skipped classes to visit the library, digging through local archives, trying to find old news reports. After weeks of research, I discovered a small article from 2005. Local woman Cecilia, hard admitted to psychiatric facility after family dispute. It didn't say much, but the photo matched one I'd seen in the box. She looked tired, almost haunted. I tracked down the facility listed in the article.